What's up, guys? Today I'm going to Kensington Metropark, located in Michigan, where I've heard there's opportunities to feed the wild birds from your hand. I've heard that you can just put seed in your hand and just hold it out, and there'll be birds like woodpeckers, nuthatches, chickadees, I think even cardinals, titmice, that will just fly right into your hand and eat out of your hand. So I'm probably gonna show you guys all the birds I see while I'm there, and then show you hopefully some clips of me feeding them if I can find them. When just driving in, I spotted this eastern towhee. It is a new bird that I've never seen before. Next, I spotted this gray blue heron in some lily pads. It seemed to be stalking some prey. Not too far from the great blue heron, there was this gray egret that seemed to be preening. I then saw this pair of mute swans, which were looking in the water before one lifted its head up. As I got out of the car and began walking on the trails, the first bird I spotted was this mourning dove. I then saw this huge snapping turtle swimming in the water. I then spotted this white-breasted nuthatch up in a tree, and then I got my mom to try to feed it. It ended up landing on her hand for a very short time. The next thing I spotted was this eastern chipmunk running around scavenging for what nuts and seeds it could find. I then saw this tufted titmouse on the ground. I thought that it would be interested in eating seed out of a hand, but it didn't seem to be. Next, I spotted this blue jay up in a tree. It did not seem interested in humans at all. Me and my mom walked up on the sandhill crane, which it was thinking about eating out of her hand, but it didn't seem to be. It seemed to be nervous a little bit and only ate off the ground. Then, I spotted this red-headed woodpecker up in a tree. A juvenile swooped down and it fed the juvenile. I've never seen red-headed woodpeckers in Michigan, so this was a very cool sight for me. I then was able to get my very first encounter with a downy woodpecker landing and eating out of my hand. The same woodpecker ended up landing on my mom's hand also. Then, on the edge of the boardwalk, was this little raccoon eating some seeds. I did not feed it because I didn't want to get rabies or leptospirosis. I then spotted this wild turkey. It seemed to have a strategy where it would just knock the seeds out of the hand so then it could eat them off the ground. Next, I spotted this northern cardinal up in a tree, which did not seem to be interested in eating any seeds. Further down the trail, I spotted another downy woodpecker, which landed in my hand to eat some more seeds. Further down the trail, I got another woodpecker, but it flew away and got nervous and then flew right back to eat a seed. Then this huge red-tailed hawk swooped in, and it started shaking off and making its call. After that, my mom was able to get another downy woodpecker to eat out of her hand. As the red-tailed hawk moved branches, I was able to get the closest view of a hawk I've ever seen in the wild. After that, I spotted this song sparrow hopping around in a little bush. I then spotted this black-capped chickadee up in a tree, which I knew I could be able to feed out of my hand. It ended up landing in my mom's hand first, and then landed in mine. Next, I spotted this common grackle up in a tree. Its head feathers were beautiful the way they glistened in the sun. The final bird I ended up spotting was this northern flicker way up in a tree. I just finished editing the video and watching all the clips. That was just a really cool experience. I was able to feed a chickadee, some woodpeckers out of my hand, and a turkey. And my mom did the same and also fed a nuthatch. And there was a kid, I didn't get video of it, but he fed a tufted titmouse. So hopefully I could probably go back there maybe in the morning and feed more, like feed a titmouse, and maybe go find a cardinal to feed. But thank you for watching. Please go subscribe. It's completely free, it'll really help me out, achieve my dream, and just grow my channel. But I'll see you guys in the next adventure. Peace.